Hello everyone, it is Zach, and today we are doing another episode of Hope for Master Ball. Now, usually when getting up to the Master Ball rank, I usually don't change teams. I was previously using this Alcremie team, and I definitely have to go back and look to see what I can do better. I'm not utilizing the Sableye as much as I'd like, so there's just things I want to go back and look at before I move on with this team, especially one of its biggest flaws is that it has no form of speed control. So we are actually going to try a different team. So this is a team that I made at the very beginning. I used it for Master Ball tiers 2 and 3 and actually took it to the only in real life competition that I went to, and I did okay. The only change that I've done is that I've switched out the Scrafty for Incineroar. So we have a speedy team here. And usually how we run it, and I don't want the sand mode. But we run Fake Out, Trick Room, and then work with Rotom and Snorlax. So we'll have to see how that goes. I haven't used this team in so long. So let's see what my opponent wants to lead. Dracozolt and Whimsicott. Kind of saw that one coming. So we do get the Intimidate off, which is good. So here, I think the Dracozolt definitely maxes. So I want to fake out the Whimsicott and just set Trick Room. We do have to worry about the Whimsicott carrying Taunt. But Fake Out should take priority over that. So we are going to see a Dynamax from the Dracozolt. But we will get Fake off if they choose to target the Incineroar, and we will get Trick Room off because it's Disguise. Whimsicott's going to protect. Okay. And you're going to Max Quake into the Mimikyu. And we will be able to get Trick Room up. So Whimsicott will still have priority moves due to Prankster, but both of my Pokemon are now faster with Trick Room being up. I think I just want a Parting Shot into the Dracozolt and hit it with a Play Rough. So we see the helping hand, so the Parting Shot will help. And I think here we just get in our Snorlax. And we'll see a Max Quake come out. And it does hit the Snorlax. I thought about going Rotom. We'll see a special defense boost. And that will do good damage. But we do activate the weakness policy. And Mimikyu's back up to full health. I think the best thing we can do now is just double into it. We might see a max guard come out for them to try to stall Trick Room turns. But then you're also losing Dynamax turns on your Dracozolt. So let's see what we can do here. We'll see the Whimsicott Helping Hand again. And we're just going to launch a Max Darkness. Unfortunately, we didn't get a Curse off before Gigantamaxing, which is usually the game plan I try to do with Snorlax, but once that weakness policy was propped, I was really worried about it. And Snorlax does live, but that's going to activate my berry, I believe. And now I can start max striking to get another one. And Mimikyu misses the play rough. So I think we will G-Max replenish. And we will... We'll double into it just in case. So we're going to see another Helping Hand. This Whimsicott's not really threatening anything. I mean, the Dracozolt can be dangerous if left unchecked, but with Trick Room going up, and I found my berry, so I'm able to heal up even more. And then that play rough should go into from Mimikyu to Whimsicott, doing good damage. So now we're going to see Tyranitar, and the weakness policy went off, so we know that that Tyranitar does not have weakness policy. How many turns of Trick Room do we have? We have one more turn of Trick Room. So here, one of my main strategies is Destiny Bond. So if you choose to, if I can get it off and you target down Mimikyu, I will be able to take the opposing Pokemon down. Now, this could go off before Tyranitar could attack first. And now we use Destiny Bond, and you can't attack Mimikyu without knocking it out. And since I'm going to use Trick Room again, it's either take Mimikyu out and lose your Tyranitar, or lose whatever Pokemon they're going to bring in, and let Snorlax sit in. We do end our Gigantamax turns, and we'll see my opponent come out with a Sylveon. So here it would have been a lot better if I had a like the Scrafty, because the Scrafty had Poison Jab. But I'm just going to Trick Room again, because if you take out my Mimikyu, I take out one of your Pokemon. So we're just going to protect it with Snorlax and see what they want to do. Brick Break, okay. And Mystical Fire. And that's one of the bonuses. So now we have Trick Room back up. And we do still have a berry, and it's going to activate. So overall, we were able to get back a berry every time, which is really lucky. Let's hit that Sylveon, and I'm going to Intimidate the Tyranitar, get an Intimidate off. And then we'll have access to Fake Out next turn. So Incineroar comes out, Intimidate will go off, bringing Tyranitar's attack down. It shouldn't really affect Sylveon. And we're still able to do decent damage. Hyper Voice, which is going to hit Incineroar hard. And Throat Spray goes off. And Rock Slide, which is also going to hit Incineroar hard. So we do activate Incineroar's Berry. And Sylveon was able to attack before. With the sand, we saw that Sylveon is actually slower than Incineroar. So we're going to Fake Out this Sylveon and hope that it doesn't protect. But we will see it protect. So that's unfortunate. And we know it can't protect again. Yeah, let's do that. So, you get the double. So we will Parting Shot into the Tyranitar, weakening it down just a little more. And let's bring in Rotom. Well, what's Rotom's speed? Just one shy of Mimikyu. I think here we'll have to probably sacrifice the Mimikyu. And Snorlax will survive, and the Sandstorm goes down. Okay. So I think I have one more turn of Trick Room. So I need to target down this Sylveon. And I don't think that there's any way they get a triple protect, which would be crazy if they did. Okay, so at this point, Rock Slide will probably knock out both of these Pokemon. Mimikyu's gonna live though. And get back some leftovers. Trick Room's over, but we have access to Fake Out, and we'll get another Intimidate off. So I think the Tyranitar's -3 at this point? Yeah. So here we're just going to Fake Out and play rough. Mimikyu will get a little more recovery. And let's just Snarl and play it rough again. And the battle is going to be canceled, giving us another win, thankfully. And as you can see with the Incineroar, the Rotom, and the Snorlax, this team relies a lot on berries to help it out, especially if those Pokemon go in with Snorlax, where they could both get their berries back. And we're going to skip checking the team and look for another opponent. Okay, and we have our next opponent, Wally at a rank 9. And we see the Gyarados Raichu combination with Incineroar, Passimian, What do you have for Tyranitar? This is a weird Tyranitar set. Let's give it a try. It was the Tyranitar that I threw on my G-Max Pikachu team, and it really didn't fit there too well. But originally when I made this team, it was a form of Dragon coverage with Ice Punch if I chose not to bring Mimikyu in the Trick Room. So here I could go Excadrill, Incineroar, Tyranitar, and Rotom Wash, and build off that. But if we do see that Raichu Gyarados lead, we will probably see Raichu fake out faster than Incineroar, which is not always a good thing to happen here. But we're going to see Passimian and Jellicent. And we could see Imprison here. We could see Trick Room come out to counter my Trick Room. But I think here it's just best to launch off a Parting Shot. Yeah, we're going to launch off a Parting Shot and then play rough into the Passimian, hoping that the Jellicent brings up Trick Room for us. So we see the Jellicent withdraw, and Incineroar is going to come out to get another Intimidate off, so that's a good cycle. But I didn't target down the Incineroar, so we will see the Passimian Dynamax. So I do have to worry about a Max Knuckle coming here into Incineroar. I do have to worry about a Max Steel Strike going into Mimikyu. We do see the Mimikyu's faster. And it's going to get an attack boost. So this Passimian is now +2. And nothing on my team really handles that well. Ooh. So I think here we just have to protect and try our darnest to get Trick Room up. Passimian is just such a good Pokemon. So we get our protect off on the Snorlax. Max Knuckle will come out into that Snorlax. Still doing a good amount of damage, even though it protected. And we should see Incineroar just go into the Mimikyu slot. It'll break our disguise. So I think here we have to Dynamax and try to hit that Passimian. Mimikyu is going to go last in this situation. So let's try to get a hit off on it. That will do nothing. I'd have to say this Passimian is probably Assault Vest. Flare Blitz will come out from Incineroar. And if we can live this Max Knuckle, we can get a berry off. But that is not happening. So I think that's it for this match. And we are left with Tyranitar, which will get destroyed by a +3 Max Knuckle. Or is it +4 at this point? Either way, one close combat is going to take out Tyranitar. Let's see, just to check. +4. Nope. I think here we have to hope for the flinch in all reality. And we're going to see a weakness policy on Incineroar. And a parting shot. Probably a Jellicent, because it's definitely going to outspeed Tyranitar and Trick Room, yeah. We did get the flinch, though. We have 2 more turns of Trick Room. Let's protect. I want to see what you want to do. You could reverse Trick Room here. Strength Sap. And Drain Punch. Let's keep going for damage against the Passimian. Stream Staff will go off, lowering the attack. And that does nothing. Bye, Tyranitar. Unfortunately, Passimian was just such a good answer to everything on my team, whether I went the Sand Mode or I went Trick Room. Passimian kind of countered all of that with Max Knuckle. But I think I'm going to end it here because the first match was pretty long. But if you like what I'm doing, go ahead and let me know how I could do better down in the comments below. And thanks for watching. If you want to see more of my VGC stuff, I will have a playlist in the description. But anyways, I've been Zach. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.